Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I know people just finished listening to the first hour. You want to fill me in on anything exciting? Did I miss anything? You want my opinion on anything we covered earlier?
Nope, you should have been here.
I like Zion Harmon.
You missed everything.
Yeah, nope, you missed it all.
I like
it's moments you can't recreate.
I like the recruiting.
Yeah, that was good. It's good talk. Go back and listen to the podcast. Brian, have it up here in a bit.
Yeah, well.
No, it was good. It was a good conversation, man. We took a little break. Had some football conversation. I shared a little story that we had with Coach Holt. Joking around with him, and just talking about a little bit of that. Got into next year football, and then I figured we would have some conversation about the basketball team once you got in here. So kind of took the route. Talking a little bit about Zion Harmon. The article come out today. Just he sound like he really enjoys Louisville and stuff. So, and there's a conversation. The better David plays, the more that conversation comes up.
Really?
And needing a point guard. Even if David stays, I think you need another point guard. And I'm not putting David in the league already.
Because Pressure's gone.
Yeah, we're a long way from that. But really, I mean that. As much as I love David, we're a long way.
What did you think of the Ashton Hagens, David Johnson conversation that was going around Twitter?
It's fair.
You have an opinion on it?
No, I mean
Ashton Hagens or David Johnson, Brian?
David Johnson.
They're just two separate. To me, that's a silly question because Hagens is worlds ahead of him defensively.
Mm-hmm.
But Hagens may be the best defensive guard in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson's worlds ahead of him offensively. Johnson's got more size.
Who's more valuable to their team?
It's close. Probably David. Just, my God.
Yep.
Probably David. I knew they would come as soon as we got back on air, too.
Mm-hmm.
They brought
Hey, Mitch.
pizzas as soon as we got on air. I knew it.
Get Dawn. Hold on, people.
That's fair.
We got to take care of some business. Tell Dawn to take care of me, please. Thank you. She'll know what I mean.
Fair enough. Brian, will you take care of me? Brian, take care of me and you.
What do you want?
They brought 3 huge pizzas in there.
All right, well, I'm going to go check it
Now
out.
you go take care of that, and you take care of
And
us.
find out
I'll let you know
find out who it's from so we can make sure we give them a good thank you shout out.
Yeah, and you can I'll eat it on there. But that's
Probably David.
probably only because I saw how much better Louisville got with him.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be interesting to see Kentucky without Hagens. I mean, he's a big deal with what they do.
Do you beat Hagens or you beat Kentucky without Hagens?
Yeah,
Like hands down?
but you probably beat him with David Johnson. With Hagens in the game. So that probably answers your question on who's more important as far as. So, yeah, I mean, that was. It was.
All right, guys, quick question.
Yeah.
So it's large New York style pizza.
Oh.
Do you want a cheese pizza slice, a pepperoni pizza slice, or a supreme?
Oh.
Tell Dawn I want all Supremes.
I want a Supreme.
Well, they're like, it's going to be like one piece a piece probably because they're like, there's only
Huge.
6 pieces on a pizza.
Yeah. Yeah, I want a Supreme.
Yeah, Supreme.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm starving too.
I'm so
And
hungry.
did he tell us where it's from?
No. I'll taste test it though. Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, it's a good conversation though.
Okay, so Boston College on the horizon.
Yeah. Tomorrow night, man. Boston College, late game.
Does that worry you?
I never like playing that late. That's a long day, man.
There's a couple things.
Okay.
It's a late game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried about the non-ruckus crowd that you might get at Boston College.
Right.
Now, I mean, if they haven't checked out, if they literally haven't checked out, where's it from?
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
You can just tuck it away.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Don.
With the
It's from Topped.
Top.
okay, it is. From
Thanks,
Topped.
Top. Appreciate
that. We really appreciate the Topped pizza.
Yeah.
Boston College.
Yep.
Dead environment.
Mm-hmm.
Our team does not play well in dead environment.
Yeah.
I just think personality wise, we have some of our we have some of our weaker performances
Yeah.
when there's not a good crowd. Back to Minnesota, I thought that was the case.
Yeah.
I think loud, raucous road environments, they like. Okay, so
Yeah.
that one, the 9 o'clock. So like total put you to sleep. Team is inspired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boston College plays over the head,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're really tough.
Yeah, no, I know. See, and that's what I say. I mean, tomorrow's a game where it's really one of those games where I say as long as Louisville brings it, and I hate to do this because it's like y'all need to bring it. Just like because go put teams away. Like I'd like to see tomorrow night be a game where you go put them away. It'd be 2 straight games where you just come out, took care of business. Because Saturday you're going to NC State. A good team on the road. They just, again, we're going to play another team coming off an emotional loss that needs a win now. It's like, oh, my gosh.
And here's another thing. Okay, your schedule, Boston College, North Carolina State, Wake, UVA, Georgia Tech, Clemson, Syracuse, UNC, FSU, Virginia Tech, UVA.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So
A lot of names in there.
I know. It's still long.
It's a long schedule, man.
It's still a long way to go.
So it's why I say at 9 o'clock on Boston College, at Boston College, is not one you need to go in there and
barely,
stink up,
and barely win and
or lose.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. Look, I'm looking. Actually, you remember last year, wasn't our Boston College game the Coach Mack game?
Yep. Where he talked about him. Yeah, absolutely. And it was a late game.
It was around this time.
9 o'clock game.
Late game.
Yeah.
That
at
was
Boston College.
where they kind of, was it
a little later in the year.
Conked out? Mm-hmm. It was close. Oh, yeah, it's probably more like
a little more mid-February.
Okay.
Yeah, I think when we dealt with that. But, yeah, I mean, and this is one where you should go in there and take care of business.
Yeah, I'm looking at net rankings. This team has the worst net rankings of all the teams left on the schedule.
I think it's your only quad 3 game left.
UNC.
Is it quad 3?
Yeah, but it's not going to be quad 3 when we play them because they have Cole Anthony back.
Yeah, and Cole Anthony's back and all this stuff. Yeah, so, no, look, Florida State, if you're playing this game, Florida State's got a tough stretch, tougher than ours, coming up.
They got UVA tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, and UVA's favored tonight.
They have them they're favored at Florida State?
No, wherever the game is, UVA's favored. So, I mean, they have a tough schedule. So, they're going to drop a couple before you play them. You can really make some headway here because you can win tomorrow night. You can win at NC State.
And UVA will probably be a quad 1 by the end of the year.
It definitely will be on the road. Definitely will be on the road. Yeah. So, maybe one at home, like you're saying.
Yeah, because right now, like I said, they're at 59.
Yeah,
you'll be a quad 1.
You can really put some distance over the next few games because even UVA, man, you're getting them at home. That's a good situation if you're Louisville.
You do a home anyway with them.
Yeah. But you're getting them at home
Soon.
first.
Okay.
In the next couple days or next week. You play them next week.
Wake is the other quad 3.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
but that's because it's at home.
Yeah,
so.
and they're at 109.
Oh, so it would be home or away. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but Wake's just not good. I mean, Boston College is not good.
156.
We have the only reason you have an ounce of it's at Virginia tonight. Now Florida State's favored by 1, so I did flip a little bit. But UVA was only favored by 1 when it came out, so it's not a huge flip there. But I mean. Again, I know it's the ACC and there's all this stuff, but when you look over the schedule, you're about to go Boston College, NC State, Wake, Virginia. You take these next 3, bring Virginia in, you get that one too. I mean, you're in such a good spot.
Okay, for this game, are you sitting Malik? After what you see, after the way he looked last game, are you sitting him?
No, but I would play Aiden because Malik was effective, and I'm fine with that. If it's really nothing structural, I wouldn't just not play him because he is in kind of a rhythm how he's playing. But I would get Aiden minutes.
I could 156. Man, I feel like I should be able to get him. sit him a game.
Oh, you should be. You should be. And that's what tomorrow night's going to be for me. Tomorrow night's going to be a maturity test on this team, man.
Big time maturity test.
Can you go put the team to sleep?
How many losses are acceptable out of this final schedule? Actually, I'll say this the school, and you just tell me first thing that pops in your mind, win or loss, okay?
Okay.
Boston College.
Win.
North Carolina State.
Win.
50-50 or win?
70. Like
okay.
There's a little more doubt there. Yeah.
Okay. Wake.
Win. Easy.
UVA.
Win. But there's a lot of me that's still. But I think Coach Mack outcoached him last year. That's why I say, man, I think that Mack. We may find out that Mack's got Bennett's number.
Who's more likely to beat us, North Carolina State or Virginia? I mean, they're 50 and 59.
It's hard for me to say because my brain is trained to say Virginia.
Virginia's on at home.
But NC State is going to be rocking Saturday.
I know. Did you see that North Carolina crowd?
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be rocking.
I was kind of worried about that. I was thinking, is that crowd rock? Is that gym rocking because it's North Carolina, or are they just enjoying their North Carolina State team right now?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
I think it's a little bit of both. Probably a both, but a top 5 Louisville team,
no matter what,
is going to bring that out of them.
Yeah. Okay. UVA, you said up in the air.
By the way, just throwing it out there, they've got Louisville on the predictor. There's an 83% chance to beat UVA at home. You've got a 57% chance to beat NC State on the road. To answer just to kind of answer your question there a little bit.
Who are we 83% chance to lose to? Duke.
Yeah, and one. So, and one pretty handily.
We had them on the ropes pretty much the most of the game. Okay, Georgia Tech.
A win at Georgia Tech. Yeah. I think Georgia Tech.
Are they a bad matchup for us?
No, I think that's one of those where next time that one's going to look different. You're like, oh man, that don't look like the game we played 2 weeks ago.
At Clemson?
Win, yeah. Clemson, we beat Clemson 20 times out of 20 after watching that game.
Syracuse.
Win because it's at home. A win because it's at home.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm worried about Syracuse.
And they're hot right now too. Well, I think they may have just took an L, but they're 13-7.
Okay, so a Cole Anthony UNC.
See, I was going to say UNC is TBD because we don't know what they'll be come February 22nd.
They might not bring him back. He doesn't play right.
I'm still thinking
because his language has turned into how bad he really would like to play,
which makes me think
somebody's keeping him out.
Yeah, well, it's you are keeping yourself out. I mean, like, I'm not playing, but hey, I'd really love to be there. Roy Williams ain't gonna throw him under the bus.
Is his dad going to keep him out?
Yeah, I can't imagine Greg Anthony be like, yeah, go play.
Even if he sees him at 20?
You'll work out.
Yeah, because he knows once you start working out, he's going to go right back up the boards.
Yeah.
So to be determined. So you do or don't think he plays?
No, I don't.
Yeah. Okay, Florida State on the road.
I don't think Florida State can beat you again, man. I don't think Florida State can beat you again.
You realize there's only one game left, and you didn't say win.
No, there's two.
No, Florida. Okay, you're right. Virginia Tech.
Yeah, you win that game.
And UVA on the road.
I'll say you lose that game.
Oh my God!
I'll say you lose that game.
Listen, Brian Hall. Steve just went down. All 11 games left or 10 games left, and we're undefeated.
Is that all wins?
He just went UVA lost because he was uncomfortable with going undefeated.
Okay, but tell me where I'm wrong.
3 places.
Okay.
NC State.
Okay, that's fair.
Syracuse.
Okay. You're not losing Syracuse at home.
Yeah, and Florida State.
I don't think so. I don't think Florida State can beat you. Florida State barely beat you here. Without David. I don't think Florida State can beat you. Again, I don't think Florida State's as good as they.
I think they're awesome. Like I said, watching I mean, Notre Dame did give them a good game, didn't they? I don't know. I just like maybe I'm mesmerized by the long athletic look. They shoot the lights out in Florida State as well.
Yeah.
They brought out the dark jerseys. I watched the whole Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
And I was impressed.
Yeah.
Like I said. But
Notre Dame be a nice NIT team.
But what I'm saying is, do you trust this team to win?
I'm starting to
many games that they're supposed to.
Yes. Have you not watched this team for the last 4 or 5 games? Yes, I trust this team.
Was the Clemson game the best game you've seen them play up to date?
I mean, the best overall game, yeah. But I'm a guy though that I go back and I say to watch McGowan bank in a 3 and put them up 7, and you win, it's ridiculous.
So the resoluteness is what.
Yeah, I mean, to watch this team go to Duke and watch Duke come all the way back, and you just bang, 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 make plays and win the game. Yeah. To watch Notre Dame come out and just boom, boom.
Texas says Steve has us 28-3. Love it.
But is it unthinkable? No. Look,
I'd be scared of a flame out.
I think they'll be 26-5. When it's all said and done, I think they'll lose 2 games somewhere because you're going to just have games where you're going to not play well.
I'd be uncomfortable at 28-3 going into the postseason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I would pull a Cal and just undercoach them the first round and just see now what we're gonna do. You know, just we benefited because it's about winning in the tournament. Mm-hmm. Is that gonna be the quote unquote pivot?
But maybe. But I don't know. 26-5, 2 losses puts you as a 1 or 2 seed in the ACC tournament.
You'd be going into the NCAA tournament at 26-6.
Okay, 2 seed. I can do that.
That's a 2 seed.
Yeah.
Big difference between 1 and 2 seed?
No. Actually, a 2 seed may be better if the season keeps playing out the way it is.
Because
some of these
1 seeds.
Whacker teams are getting 1 seeds, and I'm like, well, good. But I'll take a 2 seed in Butler, San Diego State's bracket. Ooh. Joe Lenardi has us as a 2 seed today in Baylor's bracket, Houston.
Ooh. Take a trip to Houston.
I'd be more worried about the Sweet 16 game. That's Michigan State in that bracket than I would be the Baylor game.
I don't love Michigan State.
I don't either. But
I think Max Style has Michigan State written. Like we play that style and we have better players than Michigan State. I think
that's fair
to play that style.
I don't disagree.
But they do have Cassius Winston.
I know.
Go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
We got David.
But we got David Johnson.
I knew that was coming. I tell you what, we're going to have to continue this conversation. We need a quick commercial break. I feel like I'm torturing you. Middays with Marcus, baby. At 8150, 93.9 is the number on 939 The Ville.
My baby.
This is Luke Hancock. As a financial advisor with ClearPath Financial of Raymond James, we recognize each person, family, or business has a unique financial situation that requires a tailored and strategic approach. We commit our energy, resources, and knowledge to simplify the financial planning process and help clients reach their goals. Finances can be complex, but it doesn't have to feel like brain surgery or a foreign language. We help with things like planning to get you to and through retirement, preserving your wealth, building a legacy, and many more wealth management solutions. Bottom line, you want someone you can trust who's going to put you first to help you break through and reach your financial goals. Come see us for a comprehensive financial review. We're right next to Trinity High School in the heart of St. Matthews at 4070 Westport Road, Louisville, Kentucky, or 502-805-4000. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member New York Stock Exchange, SIPC.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-8255 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand. From the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago, I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com, that's hairsurgery.com, and tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
Want a world-class designer engagement ring but think you'll pay more for it? Not at Genesis Diamonds.
People ask all the time, am I spending more money just to get the designer name? And I can tell you unequivocally, no.
Genesis Diamonds Vice President Wendy Canavan.
What you're getting is better made jewelry, a better made engagement ring.
So at Genesis, you don't have to make or settle for a knockoff mass-produced ring. You can get a handcrafted masterpiece from designers like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dossi, Kirk Cara, the names on every woman's wish list.
They're just better made. The people who design these rings are truly artists. They're not some backroom jeweler knocking off a ring.
And don't be fooled by people who say you will overpay.
We have beautiful engagement rings starting at $795, designer made.
Genesis Diamonds. It's easy to find the ring of her dreams without having to compromise.
You don't want people to say, oh, your ring's okay. You want people to say, wow.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza, official jeweler of the Louisville Cardinals and the Kentucky Wildcats.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
With same-day pickup and delivery, you know who really loves fresh food? Amateur chefs, salad lovers, barbecuers, smorgasborders, hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Kroger, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
You're listening to Middays with Marcus Maben, broadcasting live from the OPC Pest Services Studio on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. Middays with Marcus Maben, 8150. 93.9 is the number.
Glad to be back.
93.9 is the station. We almost lost Steve during the break, people. I've seen exactly what Steve looks like when he transitions.
I was like,
YouTubers, you saw it with your own two eyes. You saw Steve, his soul actually almost start to, like Chronicles of Riddick, like your soul was almost outside of your body.
Yeah, it's like, here it goes. Like I'm watching myself, and I'm like, yep, that's it.
Slow down on your pizza, Steve.
It was so good. So good.
Slow down. My God, that was so scary.
Oh my God.
I hope y'all caught that. So here's the thing. The reason my skepticism is through trust on the rest of the season.
Okay.
Right? And this is natural. It's a little natural skepticism about just making your team better. You have to pick your team if you're coaching your team, or or if you want to see what needs to be done to continue to win and continue to improve.
Right.
So, you were very the texters seemed to have a good time with your predictions leading down, we having us in the season at 27-3, and then you went 25 5.
No, 26 and
5.
26 and 5. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. Texter even sent the question in, which is where I wanted to go anyway. A lot of times I know you say David Johnson. We got David Johnson now. Okay.
Yeah.
What I want to do is we're going to do a trust ranking. Brian Hall, trust rankings, right? Marcus, Steve, B. Hall. Who do you trust number one, Brian Hall? Texters, 3831-93.9. We'll say number one, or we'll start at number one.
Do we need to do number one?
No, I'm curious now. Who on this team? Who do you trust the most?
Jordan Wara.
That might not go across the board. Steve?
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Probably Jordan. Yeah, probably Jordan.
I trust Malik.
That's how I was gonna go with, but I'm like, I've also saw him do some things, man.
See, here's the thing. I've seen.
I don't even put Malik second.
Oh,
I put Dwayne.
Well, listen. When your time comes,
It's
Brian,
my turn.
it'll be your time.
My turn.
To take. Okay, texters. They went fresh. Next texter, not really big on trusting Jordan. Here's the thing. Whenever I watch a game, right, I could leave a game mad at Jordan. Sutton. I figured there'd be a lot more Suttons.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Oh, but here's the thing. You got a bigger sample size of Jordan. So with him averaging 36 minutes a game, there's more time to screw up. There's more time to be mad at him. But here's what happens. I'm mad. We should have did this and we could have done this better. And then I watch a game and I see 9 rebounds that the other team could have got that Jordan just gobbles up. I do trust him there, but here's the thing. The shots that he takes in critical situations, to me, is almost like double minus points. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Like he shoots one against Clemson that gets blocked. Like that was, it was such a force at the wrong time that it's like, no, that's the number one shot that we didn't need. Is the quick flick, back foot shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when like I said, I think again, I do understand he's in an adjustment mode. You know what I'm saying, with David Johnson, and that's got to work a lot of kinks out. So, but I like Malik as a closer. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
I just think he's blocked so many shots. He's watching him in Duke, watching him at the end of these games, watching him hit free throws. Just I trust him on my court.
That's fair.
At the end of the game,
I mean,
much.
that was my debate, was Malik and Jordan. I felt like Jordan always is going to contribute 9 and 8.
And David, I trust Jordan. You still can't win without him. You can catch that. I'll wait for you. We're just going through the text line. Sutton or Malik is the next one. David Johnson. What do you think the listeners like for the most part?
I think he'll be a little bit down the list for most people.
Who?
David.
No, what I was going to ask you is if you had to choose, how would the listeners, how would the fan base rank like number one? Who they trust the most?
I think it would be 3 guys. It'd be Sutton, Malik, and Jordan. You would just, I think it'd be kind of rinse and repeat. I mean, for the majority.
Yes, Sutton. Yeah, look. Well, figure. Wonder who's he going to go with? Philly Call, thanks for joining us on 93.9. We're listening.
Well, I can get it in, man. Well, first let me say, Villanova going to win national championship. Let me get that out the way, Dynasty. But y'all said something before I could do it. I mean, this was a no-brainer question. Every time he get on the floor, he going to give you rebounds. When he get on the floor, he going to give you tough defense. If you need points, they give you that. If you need, so this was a no-brainer
Let me ask you this, though, and I need you to be honest. And don't call him Wayne or nothing like that, because if you say something like that, I'm going to, exclude you from the jury, okay? Deal?
Okay.
Doesn't last year bother you how disappearing he was down the stretch?
You know what? I would say, Marcus. But then, the transfer, I could see what it was. Last year, he was let's say he was a little light in the tail. This year, he came back. Man, he looked so, cut up, and I'm like, my God. So it did a little bit till I seen how he came back and looked this year. Every photo you see of him this year looked like he just left the gym. So I see what actually happened.
Yeah, no. Listen, man, I appreciate the call. Oh, shucks. That almost got ugly. Really ugly.
Could be worse.
So here's the thing. I trust him, but I don't feel like I rely on him. Like I rely on him to be solid.
Yeah, see, that's why I hated. I didn't want to get to the Dwayne part of this conversation, because Dwayne will come up on my list quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But
because here's the thing, some games, like when I see him out there and he just has a couple points and 6, 4 points and 6 rebounds. It's like, now I got Sam. You know what I'm saying? Now I got guys being more aggressive.
Yeah.
Putting numbers up offensively and defensively.
I just don't think he is I don't know how to say it, like not an elite. I don't want to say elite, but like Dwayne is.
But my problem though is he could be if he attacked more and looked to get fouled more. Like he could move up the trust.
Sure,
trust
absolutely.
Board, but as of today, he's not at 1. Okay. Next texter says fresh. Actually, let me take this call real quick. Alex, thanks for joining us on 939. What's on your mind?
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't normally agree all the time with I can't even think of it, Philly Carl. But let me tell you something. The fact that y'all did not pick Dwayne Sutton, that's insane to me. We're not talking about his last year performance. We're talking about Dwayne Sutton. Can we trust him right now in this Boston College game? That's what you're asking. You're not asking.
No,
about
for the rest of the season.
Oh, and I say 100% the same way I said last year in that North Carolina game when he showed out, and I was like, all right, I trust this man until he shows me that he cannot be trusted yet. Dwayne Johnson, that is not his name. Dwayne Sutton has not shown me anything in him where I can't trust him yet. He shoots a 3. He shot 2 threes back to back in that Clemson game. I was like, oh, that's good. Because he has been knocking them down. My number 2 would be absolutely 100%. It would be Malik Williams. I trust that man. The only thing that I wish he would get together is that little baby hook that he has.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it was a little more softer. When that bad boy is a little more softer, this man is averaging a double-double for the rest of his life at Louisville. That's no joke. And then my third person would be Fresh. Fresh has shown up in big games. He's knocked down. I still see him knocking down that 3 in Kentucky. I see him playing for us when we need a bucket. When this team, is in a scoring drought, he drives to the basket. He either gets a foul or he finishes after contact. Those would be my top 3. And the fact that y'all put Jordan, y'all. I mean, let's talk about last year.
Whoa, Alex! Look what you did.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Look what you just.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm gonna be honest. I love Jordan Ward. Obviously, I love his play. Every shot he shoots, I just assume is gonna go in because he's that caliber of talent.
Mm-hmm.
But do I trust him number 1? No, I don't. I can't. I just can't do it. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't put him number 1. Top 5, yeah. But number 1, nah, man.
But I am curious, Alex, why?
Okay, so here's why. If he just would have performed, I'm not even mad at his Duke performance because he actually played very well off the ball. He got 8 rebounds in that game. I'm upset with well, I guess he dropped 30 at Florida State. But I mean that's like not a big deal. I'm not acting like that's not a big deal. But that Kentucky performance still bothers me. The Clemson performance. I was so shocked to see that man only had 10 points, and it's just those little bitty things that it's like man, I thought he was gonna bounce back after that Duke game. I thought he was gonna bounce back the same way he bounced back after that Kentucky game and dropped 30, but he just hasn't done it yet, and it's not that I don't like him or don't like his play. I love his play. We need him on the floor. He spreads us out. Every time he shoots a 3, I assume it's going to drop. But as of right now,
right.
I just can't say I can trust him for the rest of the season because he's had sporadic moments of greatness and not a consistency of great play, which he can do.
Listen, Alex, I appreciate the call.
He said the Clemson game. Jordan Moore played 24 minutes against Clemson. Jordan against Clemson took 5 shots. He had 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists.
I thought he had more rebounds than that.
I know.
Alex went exactly. The reason he trusted Dwayne Sutton was the exact reason he didn't trust Jordan Moore.
Yeah. It's like, no, you earn trust over the years. I mean, you're over a year.
Or distrust.
Yeah. Look, I think Dwayne's up there. Like, I'm
right.
Sitting an argument between Dwayne and, I mean, but like, I do find it shocking how many people are just, or that people do act so surprised with Jordan being possibly picked at number 1 there.
On trust.
And I knew what he would say. That's why I asked him. I said, why? And I knew we would get back to the statement I was ready for.
Okay, number 2, Brian Hall.
The Kentucky game.
That's
what we're going to.
Everybody who doesn't trust Jordan doesn't trust Jordan because of the Kentucky game.
And look, and I refuse to do it. I refuse. You know me. I can't hardly keep my mouth shut. But do you have any idea what was going on with Jordan 24 hours before the Kentucky game? You don't.
Right.
Just saying. You don't always know what players are playing through either.
Right.
At the time.
Right.
Well, yeah, like I said, like I tried to say earlier, I would like to throw Dwayne Sutton in at number 2.
Sutton
now,
at number 2.
I get the debate of the callers who are calling in saying, why do you not put Dwayne Sutton number 1, when it comes to trust? But to me, when I look at who I trust, it's who I want the ball in their hands when the game's on the line. And to me, Jordan Nwora is the guy. When you sit there, I listen to your all's pregame shows a lot. Mm-hmm. And when I listen to a pregame show and you all at the end of the pregame show say, all right, we're going to pick our, player of the game. Mm-hmm. And, Steve has said it multiple times. I've heard you say it before, Marcus. It's like, well, it's kind of, given, should we say Jordan Nwora or should we just exclude Jordan Nwora from the conversation? Mm-hmm. And to me, that's why I put him number 1 because, yes, a lot of the people who are saying Jordan Nwora shouldn't be number 1 is because of the Kentucky game. Yes, he did fall apart in the Kentucky game. We know that. He didn't really show up. But from a consistent basis, who has been our player? Who is the guy that's been in the Player of the Year conversation? Like, these are the ACC Player of the Year conversation. It's Jordan Nwora. So, Nwora's number 1. Dwayne Sutton's number 2. And the reason I put Dwayne Sutton number 2 is just because, like the caller said, his energy. He's a guy that you trust. You know what you're going to get from Dwayne when you put him on the floor. I'm not saying that it's elite every time, but you got a guy that's going to get you 6 to 10 rebounds a game, and he's going to put you right around 8 to 10 points. Not superstar, but at the same time, he's doing what he was, supposed to do for the team.
Who's your number 2?
Malik. Yeah, I would go Malik for me.
Just for the reasons I had him 1.
Yeah, consistent defense, man. Down the stretch, I think he consistently hits free throws, makes plays, and he can guard somebody that. That's funny. He can guard a position that nobody else can guard. So
coming in at number 2 for Marcus Maven on the trust list, David Johnson.
Fair enough.
You knew that was coming, Steve.
No, I didn't.
Listen.
I didn't know.
Listen. I've seen the man with a basketball in his hands. I've watched him take on full court presses. David Johnson against the full court press, like I lay in bed at night. I could just have David Johnson for 7 minutes in the Duke game from last year.
Yeah.
Like if I could just retroactively give me 4 minutes of David Johnson and watch him close out a game.
Yeah.
Again, he's just getting started and he's getting to the basket under control, strong, 2 feet, making the right passes. Again, everybody else is just, I trust him to make the right basketball play. Like I said, those misses are still the right play. You know what I'm saying? Like the dunk, the attempted dunk against Clemson is one.
Oh, yeah.
You know, maybe two bad passes in 3 games that I've just thought that was just you going mental or something. You know what I'm saying? But out of the minutes he's been playing, out of these games, he's making all the right passes, all the right, getting to the basket. Like mistakes happen, but playing basketball is different.
I don't hate it. No, I don't hate it. And I mean, I know where I have him pegged in my mind. And it's not very far away. So I mean, I would say I mean, I am kind of surprised you went with him second though. I'm really yeah.
He can play.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's so smart. Been telling you that for 2 years. Malcolm, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, Marcus, not putting the ball in the hands of Jordan is like not putting the ball in the hands of Marcus Maben or Daryl Griffith at the end of a game.
Yeah, I went 12 and 20, though.
Because I like you because of your finishing and playmaking abilities. You could finish. Even when the game was on, and Daryl Griffith could shoot from the half-court line, so you couldn't stop him. He was virtually unstoppable.
So the number one guy you trust the most is Jordan?
It's Jordan. Then you got to go with Malik. Then you got to go with Fresh, David Johnson, and then you go with Sutton. Those are my 5 most trusted U of L players this year because all of them have made big game decisions.
Right.
Forget about the Kentucky game, y'all, because Kyle Perry had that circle. And look, Steve, who's your number 1 player you're going to try to stop on Louisville when you're doing the scouting report? You're going to try to stop Jordan.
Absolutely.
So he put that best defender on Jordan. The best defender from Kentucky didn't even have to score anything. You just stop him and make the rest of them beat you. And then that crowd, then with Kyle Perry, it got in his contract that he got to beat Louisville. Yes, he does. It's in his contract, and it's in the fan base.
Malcolm, I got to move along. The phone lines are full on this. Appreciate the call. With Jordan, that might be changing too.
What?
Who do you game plan for more?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, adding the David Johnson stuff. Definitely.
Yeah. Like these pick and rolls and this attention might increase dramatically.
Yeah.
And listen, David Johnson. I won't say David Johnson won't end up getting bumped down on my list. You know what I'm saying? More, like I said, more sample size. He can move down my trust list as well because now we know we have to prepare for you. David Johnson in the lane, in your lane, is a recipe for a bad loss.
100%.
They're going to have to start trapping him, getting the ball out of that man's hands, and hope the freshman enthusiasm kind of, or when you watch the last couple of games and you watch how Coach Mack gets a little irritated with David Johnson, quicker than the guys he quote-unquote trusts. If I'm a coach, I try to trap David into some early mistakes, hoping their coach panics and snatches him. That would be my game plan. If I'm Boston College, get the ball out of David Johnson's hands. Let Jordan, see what he can do for a half. See, because here's the thing: when Jordan gets the ball and he has to do something dribbling, you know what I'm saying, our chances are better with him doing that stuff than David Johnson in my lane.
Yeah.
And we might see, like I said, we might see a change.
I got a couple things. One is kind of going along with what you're all saying with Jordan Nwora. A lot of people calling in, about not trusting him after the Kentucky game. Ralph called in and made a point. He said, 2 things that Jordan's not doing right now that he needs to do a little bit better is he needs to use the glass a little bit more, and they said that he never pump fakes, and that he if he could get a pump fake move,
right,
he might create a little bit for him.
Yeah, and no.
But now going back to your all's conversation about trusting players, and you're talking about guys like, David Johnson, Dwayne Sutton, Jordan Wara. The thing is I think. What are we trusting? Are we trusting what they do on a day-to-day basis? Because I think I trust Jordan Wara to go out and get 15 points a game, but then I trust Dwayne Sutton to go out and get 8 rebounds a game.
And I know what you're saying. Like, I get the question. I'm just saying, who do I trust to help me get a win? Just overall lead my team to victory.
Because if you're like trusting them to do their job, do you that David Johnson's going to put up his, or that Jordan Wara is going to put up his points, or Dwayne's going to put up his rebounds?
And when you say trust, I say no matter the opponent, I know this guy's going to ball. Like that's kind of my my trust barometer. I know it's not as scientific as it should be, but I guess I'll get that.
Here's our new promo guy.
Green Bay Denny, thanks for joining us on Middays with Marcus Maven. What's on your mind, my man?
Listen, man, I tell you what, y'all really put a surprise on that promo on me. It caught me way off guard. I loved it. So thank you. But let me just say this. Can I just talk as a fan for a minute?
Fire away.
This is that gets crazy. I don't know if I trust any of them. There's times I don't even trust Coach Mack. They've all failed me at certain points of the game. So when you bring up that question, I'm struggling with Malik. Yeah, but sometimes he don't finish and he doesn't rebound and doesn't seem strong. They take play. Jordan tried to shoot crazy shots. They all drive me crazy. So I don't know where I trust at this point. And I think that's part of the problem with this team. We don't know where to trust. At least I don't yet, and you're all helping me, where I trust, who's going to come and be that dog today, every game. So I don't know. I don't. That probably doesn't help you at all or where we stand, but I just don't know if I trust any of them now, and I'll get off and listen, and you guys are awesome.
No, I appreciate the call. I mean, no, what you're doing is exactly what, as a fan, you just say, no, I'm always on the edge about the team. Or that's just as fair as anything else. Okay, number 3.
Yeah, number 3 for me is Dwayne. Yep.
Wait, Brian Hall's supposed to go first. Sorry,
my bad.
Yeah.
See, I know you guys are more Malik just because of the defense. I'm kind of in a debate between Malik and Steven Enoch for number 3. I almost put them together that you can kind of trust that one of those two is going to show up.
So Malik?
I'll take Malik.
Brian goes with Malik.
Kind of pairing them because one or the other is going to step up.
You have to rank them. It could be 1A, 1B. Steve,
Dwayne. Yeah, Dwayne. Because Dwayne, here's the thing. You do get the that's going to get there. Now, you may run up on a team like Florida State where it's like, yeah, he ain't going to be able to play well today. You said that before the Florida State game. We were on the pregame show, and you said, yeah, Dwayne struggled against a team like this. He struggled against a team like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but the effort was there. I know if he struggles, I know it's because game plan. There's a reason he's struggling.
I'll go Jordan here.
It's fair.
I'll go Jordan here. Because like you said, 24 minutes, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 bad shot, 2 really, really bad fouls in the last game. Game before that, like I said, I think it's underrated how much he's growing up game by game, and not hurting his team.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and still getting good shots. And I can tell he's starting to talk more. He's communicating with the rest of the team a little more. I'm trusting him in progression too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like the block dunk he makes late. That's a sacrifice play. The rebound is really good sacrifice play. Like early on, I was worried that he was just rebounding to get his stats up, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, no, he goes. Yeah. Texas says, I trust Quinn Zielinski to be the hype man on the bitch, and he does a great job.
That's pretty good. That's funny, but it's good.
Yeah, actually, if you want some serious views and traffic, I tell you what you do. You will go through some games and go through Quinn Zielinski and clip out pictures of him or videos of him celebrating. Put it all together. Put it on your TikTok. It'll go viral. Trust me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. That's just a little advice from me to you and anybody who wants to work their social media angles. TikTok.
You get on Twitter today. Let me ask you a question, this real quick, because I know we're coming up on the end here. But I'm asking you listening right now.
Listen, we're gonna put before you leave this studio, Steve. Please post your top 5 trusts.
Okay.
And we'll come up with a hashtag so anybody listening can jump on Twitter and we can just kind of keep this one going because I at least want to rank the top 5.
Yeah.
People.
No, fair enough. Yeah. I'll let me ask you this though, and if you're listening, I'm asking you too. You get. By the way, I think Coach Mack talks at noon today, so I think we'll probably have that either on here or over on 680. But you get on Twitter today. I know. I hate even doing this. Blank, University of Louisville, blank, out for the rest of the season. Who makes you the sickest? Ask yourself that.
Oh, mine is, is obvious.
I'm listening.
David, 100%.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm listening.
Because there's part, huh?
I'd say Dwayne.
I can't believe y'all honestly think you have a chance
you
in
got
hell
scarred. You got scarred
at winning this thing without Jordan Nwora?
He said without the obvious. Didn't you?
No. He said, isn't it obvious?
Oh.
To me, it's David.
I thought he said without the obvious. That's why I excluded Jordan Nwora.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with the conversation.
No, I hate the conversation, but it goes with the trust thing.
You're supposed to save that one for
the
ball or
if
something.
you sit here and you say that Jordan Nwora is for sure the guy that we no longer in title contention if he gets hurt,
and we won't even say
he's the most trusted guy.
I don't even want to say get hurt. We'll say just withdraws from the season. Somebody at University of Louisville blank is setting out the rest of the year.
I'm getting ready
and he's done
for my profession.
Yeah, just whoever it is.
I'm gonna go get a trainer.
Could be David, could be Dwayne, could be anybody. Like they're just like, nah, you know what? I did the numbers and whatever. I don't know. I think people, man, I really think we underappreciate Jordan.
You know my problem. Where I get lost in that one, where my I fantasize that makes me forget about him.
Yeah,
is how much I love. How much better everybody else looks. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're probably right
though. But I mean like Dwayne, I mean obviously David would be the
Brian, what's gonna be our what are we gonna do? Louisville trust list, hashtag Louisville trust list. Hashtag Louisville trust list, one word. And we're going to do it. We're just going to rank our top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
After we get out here. Okay, so number 3. Okay, give me number 4.
For me, David. Yeah, absolutely.
David.
Yeah.
Brian Hall.
Enoch.
I'm listening.
I like it.
I don't know. I told you, like, between Malik and Steven, I don't know if I trust one individually, as far as being consistent. Malik is getting to that point that he is pretty consistent, but for the beginning of the year, and I know Malik was battling some injuries and stuff, but it was kind of either Enoch or Malik was going to step up, and you could count on one of the bigs playing well, and it was like they both planned on playing 20 minutes a game. Whoever's playing well gets 25. The other one gets 15 that particular game. The next game it switches. So I just kind of interchange them.
Yeah, I got Sutton here. Like now, okay, Sutton, you can bust them. You can break something open here.
Yeah.
Okay, number 5.
Fresh for me, just Fresh is man. I mean, when I watch him, what he did at Kentucky, when I watch him, what he did at Duke, I'm just like, when it comes down, I don't care what he's done all game. When you get down to the crunch time, I'm like, all right, this dude will make a play. Like, he'll make a play. He'll figure something out.
Brian Hall.
5th will be David Johnson, and the reason I got David Johnson at number 5 is just because it's more of a thing that we just haven't seen him consistently do it for a long period of time. Yes, I think that out of the last 2 or 3 guys that I picked, he has the potential to move up the list the quickest. But If we're going to be able to count on him for 19-point performances like we did against Duke every game, I don't know if we can do that just yet.
Well, and I'm here's the one thing about David we're all waiting to see. What's his counterpunch? Mm-hmm. Because you stuck up on Duke, you know what I'm saying? You've been playing really well. Well, Tony Bennett or somebody's they're gonna knock you out here soon. You're gonna watch a game here in the next month where you're gonna be like, God, David sucks.
They're going to trap the world out of David Johnson.
And then it's going to be up to David to counterpunch and come back with something. And if he does, then you're like, okay, all right, this is a next level kid. Yeah, you know. And I think he will. I think he's a really good player. But we haven't went through that game yet where you're like, man, David can't do anything. That's why I say Jordan's having a couple games, and we're like, Jordan just takes a bunch of terrible shots. Jordan's shot the ball 8 times the other day. You know, it's like
you trust Fresh more than Steve?
That one's close. That one's close because Steve, man. But Steve just, it's like you never know. Like, you know, is he ready to? It's almost like, man, I wish somebody would punch him in the mouth once a game. You know, like maybe kick him between the legs midway through the game and piss him off.
Screen guy.
Yeah. give him
the Davidson kid.
Yeah, because against Kentucky, I was like, stop everything you're doing and throw the ball to Steve.
Yeah, I think we're failing him a little more than we realize too. Like we as a team are failing to get Steve the ball.
Yeah, a
little more.
I guess we got to go off the air eventually. It's 12:03. Coach Mack's about to talk. So.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Hurry. Wait, Brian. Wait, Brian. Stop it.